Hello, and welcome from wherever you are. I'm in a spot visiting my grandmother, so you get to to be in this sort of odd Airbnb bedroom with me. And I got this question once again, and so I just realized like this is the question that comes up over and over again. I get it in my Facebook DMs, I get it in my Instagram DMs, I get the emails in response to my emails, I get the just like the question that I get asked all the time about the no man diet is something to the effect of, am I still allowed to talk to men? What if I work with men? Can I like I or sometimes it comes as this question and sometimes it's like, oh, I can't do a no man diet because I work with men or I have male clients. Am I still going to be able to do the no man diet if I have male clients? Or my coach right now is a male. Can I do the no man diet? And the quick answer to this question of like, I live in the world today, and I'm not going to be entering, entering a nunnery or a monastery anytime soon. Therefore, I will be walking down the street and interacting with men, or there might be male checkout people at the grocery store. Can I do the no man diet? Am I allowed to even speak to a male-bodied human if I'm on the no man diet? So the simple answer to that question is yes. Yes, you can do the no man diet. I did not enter a monastery or a nunnery. I did my own no man diet for 6 months. And it was incredibly clarifying in my relationships, not only my relationship with my own masculine, but with every man and male in my life, completely transformed relationships, colleagues, friends, clients, past lovers, current partners, the whole shebang. And so there's two pieces I want to say about this. Number one, yes, absolutely, I do. The program is created in such a way that you will be able to go about your normal life. And there is a way in which I find this question actually points to the resistance that women have to doing a no man diet. Sort of like, oh, well, hopefully, she'll tell me I have to eliminate all men and therefore I can say like, I guess I can't do it. And that, of course, maybe I get that it's a genuine question. I get that it's a genuine question, but there's also this sense of like give me some reason why I can say no to this because I'm actually afraid. I'm afraid of what this will entail. I'm afraid of what it will take. I don't know what this will mean to me. I'm afraid. I also hear people who are like, I'm actually too happy alone. I think I need something different. And sometimes that's true. But I've also had women who have been basically happily solo for years and are kind of afraid that they're like too happily solo. And inside the actual container of the no man diet, have discovered what is required of them to begin actually engaging romantically, sexually, intimately, dating men again, or dating whoever it is that they want to be dating. So this idea that we might need to eliminate men altogether, in some ways I get that it's a very genuine question, and in other ways I think it is one of these defenses that we put up to go, that's why, well, I can't do no man diet, I have male clients right now, or male colleagues, rather than like what will actually be required of me, where will I need to contain my own energy or set boundaries or create limits for myself or with the people in my life that I'm relating to in ways that actually don't serve any of us in terms of what we are truly, truly devoted to and what we're here to cultivate in the world, whether it be between men and women, whether it be intimately, whether it be romantically or sexually. It's a big ask. And I often say to my friends and colleagues as I'm inviting and enrolling into the no man diet, like especially right now, we're in early access for the no man diet, and I always give like a pretty significant price discount and have a extra bonus call for people who join early. And this year I'm also adding in Beyond Boundaries as a gift so that you can begin the processes that are so supportive to the no man diet. But it's a program. This is the funny thing is like, if I was enrolling for a program that I was guaranteeing would make you, $1,000 or $100,000 or $1 million in January, you'd be like, great, sign me up now and we'll start in January, no problem. Like, I want that whenever I can get access to it. But with a no man diet, it's like, I don't even really want to do one now. Like, let alone do I want to predict that I'm going to do one in January. What if I meet someone over the holidays? Like, what if I meet someone at the library or walking down the street, or like, what if the one shows up between now and January? Like, I don't really want to set myself up for a no man diet. So I say all of that with absolutely no judgment, because I get it. I totally, I mean, partly I get it just because I have worked now with hundreds of women going through this process, and I really get like the courage and the trust and the bravery that it takes to step into this kind of container. And I also get it because I did it, and it fucking terrified me. It was, I now I can talk about it, and you all can see me like laughing and smiling about it, and I have some beautiful life lessons that are frankly still serving me in my intimate partnership today. Like, I have a whole other video I want to do about this, like the way that my no man diet is actually still deeply and profoundly supporting me in creating the relationship that I have today. But you see me on the other side, and at the time, it was terrifying. I was terrified to step into a no man diet, and heartbroken, frankly. And so my invitation, what I want to say is that's normal, that's natural, that makes sense. And the other thing, this is the other funny thing that I hear from women is that are ultimately in the no man diet, is how many of them say, oh yeah, I knew this was right for me 3 years ago, or I knew this was right for me last year when you opened enrollment, but I didn't want to do it. And so here I am a year later doing it. And, again, no judgment. And also, I just don't believe that our time is really ever wasted. And so, great, right timing if you're here now. But to me, again, this speaks to both like how important, how profound, and how essential this journey is for women. And at the same time, like how resistant most of us are that women will say, like, yeah, I saw that 3 years ago and I thought I need that. And then I either ignored it, I resisted it, I said, not now. I forgot about it, and here it is popping up again, and I need it still today. Or a woman who last year decided she was going to try to go through the no man diet on her own, create her own container. And I always bless people's journey to like great. Anyone who's engaging in any way, I think is profound. You certainly don't need to pay me to have a profound journey within yourself. And what I have discovered is truly it's about the community. It's about the community. And I always recommend to women, create a community for yourself, whatever that is, whether you're going to step into the community that I hold, or whether you're going to be able to do that on your own. You will need the support of, friends and other women and, mentors, therapists, coaches, whatever. You will need support. This is one of the deepest and most profound journeys of the soul and heart and being that I know of. And it's not for the faint of heart. And it's hard to create that community when you're doing it alone. And it's very likely that things will come in to tempt you. Like the one will show up. And I must have said that to this woman because she's now joining this year. And she said, oh, you warned me about this last year. And that's exactly what happened. And I went on, a very similar cycle to the one I've been going on before. And so here I am now choosing the No Man Diet program. So to reiterate, just because that's what I called it, the number one most asked question is, can I still speak to men? Will I still be able to go to work where I work with male colleagues? Can I keep my male coach? Can I still work with male clients? Will I be able to talk to my father? Can I exist in the world and do no man diet? And the answer is yes. And part of the way that we do this, so as afraid as women are that they're going to step into my container and I'm going to basically tell them that they now need to go to a nunnery or enter a monastery and never talk to a man again, women are also often hoping that they'll step into this container and then I will just tell them what to do. You're allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. These are the rules. And I don't work like that. So it's good for you to know up front that I'm always creating invitations, and I'm very forthright about my thoughts and my opinions, and I will always ask your permission. But if you want to know it, I will always tell you what I think. And then you're really welcome to do what you think is best for you. And I am actually quite proud. I think I bring a profound space that there is not judgment, blame, shame, or judgment around whatever your choices are. But I'm sorry to disappoint you. When you come into the No Man Diet, I will not tell you what to do. We will go through actually a very deep process over the first 3 weeks in which each woman creates her own container. And in this way, you're creating the agreements with yourself, not to me. It's not me saying, this is what's allowed and this is what's not allowed. And then you get to relate to me as like, big mommy or big daddy, and I said so, and you're breaking my rules. That's not how we do it. So all your agreements will be to yourself, and they will be to serve your life and what it is, like what's your deeper why of actually stepping into a No Man Diet or a masculine cleanse or a relational reset, whatever you want to call it. That the agreements that you create will be with yourself. They are unique to each individual. And we all have the things that we know, like, oh, I already know these should be outside the container. And then one of the reasons that we do this together as a community is that the truth is we all have those things that are in the gray area. And I believe this is actually where this question comes from. Can I still talk to men? Can I do the No Man Diet if I have male colleagues? Will I still be able to have weekly lunch with my father? It comes from the gray area, which is that we all already know that there's gray area that actually is just really gray area. And then there's gray area that we're like, this isn't a date. This is just a colleague that I flirt with. But he's married, there's nothing there, so I can still have lunch with him, right? Like that's the place where, again, I will never tell you what to do, but I will turn you back towards yourself relentlessly. Does this serve your deeper devotion? Does this serve your deeper why of why you would even step into this container? And what is it that you're so afraid of losing that you can't set it aside for the short duration of something like 12 weeks, which I understand feels like forever when you're in it. I totally get it, but it's really not. It's really not. So trust me, not because I will tell you what to do, but trust me because actually I take not only my own experience of going through this process, the places where I didn't set myself up well, that I now can set you up well, the places where I did things really well that I can pass on to you, the things I learned along the way, and that we really have a beautiful process wherein each of you gets to look at your own life, the circumstances of your life, the people in your life, what you're committed to, what you're devoted to, why you're here at all. And through that process, create the container that is right for you. And that will include, for nearly all of you, some men and males, because that's the world we live in. So yes, you can still relate to men and be in the No Man Diet. And what's today? Today's Monday. Early access closes Friday. So if you're on the fence, this is, it's fine. You can still sign up later. It's just going to cost you more money. So I would rather save you the money. I'd rather give you the gift of Beyond Boundaries. I'd rather have you at the early access bonus call. I'd rather give you the time to really sit in the ground of your life and discover, why am I here? What is my deeper why? And take this time to understand what is calling you forward. I would rather you join now for all of those reasons. And if you don't join till January, that's fine too. Sending you much love. Ciao.